The reason why so many veterans min-max is because of what the dungeon masters put up in front of us. Bear with me on this one, because I gave this a lot of thought off of what I do as a dungeon master, and it's totally true. So, as a DM, one of the defining factors of a bad guy is AC. When you roll to damage and you roll to hit, to be able to hit something, to be able to damage, if you miss all the time, it sucks so much. High AC monsters are super frustrating, especially when they have a ton of hit points as well. And so we end up taking a lot of ASI points instead of feats because we're trying to make it so our two hit gets high enough. The +1 or +2 to damage really isn't that big of a deal. We need to be able to hit in order to do damage. And so, therefore, that's what our main goal is, because once AC gets up to a certain point, man, we're just trying to hit the thing. And so we do that, which is why we focus on one trick ponies. We don't have well versified characters because we never know what we're going to need to hit. And with spell save DCs, it's so easy for half of these creatures to just save. And with so many save and suck spells that are out there, that's even worse. Now, the spells that are save and take half damage, those are phenomenal spells, and more spells should do that because you're utilizing a one-time usage of a magic user. It's not a cantrip. Cantrips, yeah, save and suck and roll to hit. Absolutely. But your leveled spells, I don't like it. And the reason why you see this is because as we're developing our characters and as we play the game more, our dungeon masters will put things that are higher AC as opposed to bandits which should have, an AC 12, which means you're going to hit 50% of the time. Well, 55% of the time, right? Because you get a +2, which means if I roll a 10, that's a 12, that means I'm going to hit. But all of a sudden, these AC start to creep 14, 15, 16. And while that may not seem like a lot, someone that doesn't have a high stat bonus is going to struggle to hit those creatures. If we're not hitting, we're not doing damage, and the battlefield is not changing. And so I have started putting monsters that have lower ACs and higher hit points in front of my newer players. And what this makes it so they're always hitting, they're always doing damage, and their pluses to hit are not that big of a deal. They think more tactically, and they think about how the bad guys are going to respond to the damage, which makes the battlefield more thematic. In fact, the battle itself becomes more of a role-playing game because it's not just about killing someone. It's about doing enough damage to get them to run away and to get them to drop out of battle. It changes. Now, this is an entire battle rehaul depending on how you function, but I'm telling you, rolling lower ACs with higher hit points makes the game feel better.